everyone, it's Sharon Schisler from beautiful Nags Head, North Carolina. Today I'm going to stick with the quick meals out of the freezer. I'm going to make some quick steamed shrimp, and usually I have to pull them out. I freeze these. I get these from the Pamlico Sound, or the fisherman gets them from the Pamlico Sound here, and I buy them from One Cheese. It's some of the best shrimp in the world. These are green tail shrimp, and they get them most later in the summer and through the very early fall. So I'm going to use about a half a cup of water and about 3/4 cup of beer. Beer makes them taste better, I think. So just pour that in the bottom and use your favorite seasoning. I like a mixture of Old Bay, and we have this, they make it here, it's called a J.O. spice. You might be able to get it pretty much anywhere, I'm sure, these days. So I'm just going to, usually, like I said, I would pull this out, but I'm going to see how it works this way. And a chart for seafood is, that's 2 pounds in that bag. And the chart for the seafood for shrimp, I think it was like, let me check real fast. Shrimp or prawn frozen was 2 to 3 minutes. But since that's a block, so they give you a nice chart to go by. Since it's a 2 pounds block, I'm gonna get it up to pressure for about, I'm gonna say 2 minutes, and then since it's a big block, I'm going to separate it and then test it, see how red it is, and do it maybe for another 2 minutes. So you want to make sure your gasket is pressed in. Learn my lesson that over and over. Make sure the valve is closed. Press it. And we are going to pick steam. We don't want it for 10 minutes, so I'm just going to do 2 minutes and see how that goes. And about 10 seconds after you get to the time you want and you don't press any more buttons, it takes about 10 seconds for it to go. It takes about, let's say with that, since it's frozen and cold, it's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes to come up the pressure. So I'm going to pause the video and I'll be back in a flash. Okay, it's about to go off, and just make sure you have something to open the release, and have some Kevlar gloves that keep the heat out. Once it gets to its time, it'll keep whatever's in there warm up to 10 hours. So that's what that is. So we're not going to keep it warm. We're going to stir it up and try to finish it cooking. So we're going to hit cancel, and I'm going to release that valve. And it only takes a few minutes to let the steam go. But I can smell the shrimp, so it might be close to being done. I'd be impressed if that big chunk was now no longer a chunk. This is my first time doing a big chunk. I usually thaw it out. But thawing in cold water takes, close to an hour, so this will be great if frozen works. It's not going to let you open it up until it's safe, if the pressure's down low enough. When you hear it kind of go down, you can kind of move it, but don't force it. No, not quite. It's quiet, so it makes a little noise. It's unlocked. I'm going to pull it up, and there's a lot of steam there, so I have a place to put that steam in. Here, I'll move you so you can see. As you can see, it's still kind of a blob, but it thawed it out pretty good. So it's only going to take about another, I would say, no more than a minute to finish up. So I'm going to throw a little bit more seasoning on it, because I like my shrimp spicy. I'm originally from Maryland, and that's kind of why. Stir it up so it's nice and even. And you see where it's still tan there is what you don't want. So I'm sure they're thawed by now. And we're just going to put the lid back on. I need to make sure the gasket is tight again, so be careful because it is hot still. Alright, close it up. Close that. And I'm just going to steam for, I'm going to stay high. Still kind of new at this. I'm going to do it at 1 minute pressure. In about 10 seconds, it will start timing down. And when it's done, I'll let it sit for a few, like 30 seconds more without doing the quick release, and I think they'll be perfect. So pause the video and we'll get back in a few minutes. Okay, the 1 minute's up already, so I'm going to give it 30 seconds of without the pressure to release it. And then I will release it and I'll pour it in a bowl, and we'll be back to show you in a couple minutes. Okay, we're back. I let it sit for about 30 seconds. It's going to be really hot, but not as much, so I kind of should have my gloves on. But there they are. I'm going to take the pot. I need a better, like, strainer. So I'm just gonna just dump it in there. There you go, perfectly steamed. I'm gonna drain that water off real fast, but I thought I would show you how I make my cocktail sauce. So depending on how hot you like cocktail sauce is how much horseradish you're going to do. We're having some oysters too in a little bit. So I'm going to make a bigger batch than normal. So that's a little too white for me. It's very scientific on how you make this. Okay, so that looks good, a little spicy, and what really makes cocktail sauce, I think, the best is you have to put some fresh squeezed lemon, of course an organic lemon, organic ketchup, and that's it. And then you just peel the shrimp. Wow, they're hot, but they're just the right, very good. Thanks for watching my videos. And if you want some more information, go to SharonSchisler.com. Below will be a link to the blog explaining exactly how I did this and some more tips. And come back and watch another one next time I'm back. Have a great day.